We're excited to have an amazing studio audience filled with remarkable people, men and women, that are concerned about issues surrounding women. Now, I'm here with Denise Myers, and Denise is an expert in the recruitment space. She runs a diversity led recruitment agency called Evenfields. And she's been in the space working with different people and trying to help people advance in their careers. The question I've got for you, Denise, is when it comes to issues around women in the workplace, how far have we come and what else is there to do?
Okay, well, we haven't come far enough. That's a fact. With regards to gender, the dial is moving, and we are seeing improvements, and we are seeing people rise through the ranks. But with respect of ethnicity and gender together, we haven't scratched the surface there yet. I don't think.
And that's quite interesting because with all the conversations that we tend to have around International Women's Day and other days across the year, you would think that much is being done in terms of actually moving the needle and making change happen. What is it that you're seeing from the perspective of business owners and also from the perspective of the people being employed as well, in terms of what is being done and what is not being done?
Okay, so I think what is being done now, and this is probably since 2020, we are seeing the acknowledgement, and people are talking about it more now. And the Gen Z, the young generations coming through, they're not standing for any of it, so they are talking about it. So that I think that's good and that's positive. But I think the next thing is the action. Action needs to be taken, and organisations need to put some real strategies and plans in place of how they're going to tackle this, especially in cities like Birmingham and London, where the minority is now the majority.
Absolutely, and I think that that is very important. You've touched on what the organizations need to do, but very quickly before we go back to the panel, talk to me about what individuals need to do themselves. So, young women getting into the workforce and experiencing, all those different type of discrimination or preconceived notions. What should they do in terms of how they carry themselves, mindset, actions that they could take, and all of that?
That's a really good question. I think that the first thing that they need to do is to try and work out how to overcome barriers and be aware of them and know that they are going to come, and how they're going to tackle that. They can do that by there's lots of reading out there that they can do, but there's also they can get a coach. And they can ask advice from relatable role models. We've talked about that today, and I think that's really, really important. Find somebody who's made it or who is making it, and follow their lead.
And if the audience in the room and the panel is anything to go by, we have no shortage of role models. I'll take you back to Carl now as he continues to talk to the